And we're back.
What's up, YouTube land? It's your boy, Z.
So, Colossal Hole is a very odd stage that is probably one of my least favorite. This is just so ridiculously annoying in terms of what you have to do. Like, it's called Colossal Hole because a colossal hole. But there's a lot of times when you have to manipulate either being inflated or you become a pancake and you, like, fly down this big hole in, like, those wavy lines, and you have to get through, like, one tile big openings while you're in that, or at least that's the intended way. And it's just, like, it's so bizarre. This is one of the most bizarre stages in the game. But I don't think this one is too bad.
Have you opened up most of the levels yet, or are there still, like, more levels to...
There are a few more, but we have opened up a
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, this... I mean, I can definitely understand if you're doing the bare minimum to beat this game, it's probably not super long, but holy crap. To, like, get everything? My god.
You have to do a lot of this game to complete it. Like, this is gonna be a pretty long LP.
Not that we complain and everyone likes Wario Land. Right, YouTube?
Yep.
Rip.
Come here.
Yeet. We already did it, lads. No! Oh, that thing makes you not pancake.
Yeah.
That's right. Da 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 da. Was that a cat's eye?
Dragon Eye.
Snake. Dragon's eye. Snake eye.
Wasn't that a thing in Cheeky Cheeky Boys? We had to get the two blue dragon eyes or whatever it was called?
And I never found the one because it was, like, underneath his butt the whole time.
Yeah.
I always thought it was that, like, weird, Capcom symbol. The one that looks like a shuriken? Or, I don't even know. It's, like, it's in Mega Man 1. I know that. That weird symbol. That I still don't know what the heck it is. Anyway, it never was. And I always got BTFO'd. You ever notice that with handhelds, Nintendo really, they, like, hit it out of the park for one, and then the next one is like, okay. Like, I guess it's not always the case, but, like, original Game Boy, in my opinion, they hit it out of the park just with, I mean, God, it lasted 15 years, right? And then Game Boy Color, like, wasn't very long, and, like, when I think of Game Boy Color, I think of shovelware, like 4 Shrek games, and Mary-Kate and Ashley. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think of. Even though, like I said, even with Wario Land, Metal Gear Ghost Babel, blah blah blah, there's plenty of great Game Boy Color games, but it's, like, weaker than the Game Boy, you know? And then Game Boy Advance hit it out of the park.
Yeah, Game Boy Color just feels like a weird stopgap. Because I remember reading development on the Game Boy Advance, and actually it had, like, some development hell for a little bit, which is why it came out, like, only a couple years later after Game Boy Color. And I think they really just did it just to extend the life of the Game Boy while we were waiting.
Makes sense.
Alright,
And then, although it's not perfect, the DS, generally, I think people would say hit it out of the park.
No.
What?
I had to get fat from the donut guy.
No!
I think it's fine. I think I can just... Yeah, okay, good.
And then after the Game Boy Advance, I think I mean, you have a lot of DS games. You would say the DS is hitting it out of the park?
Yeah,
like,
the DS is a great system. As long as Nintendo didn't go, like, too hardcore with the gimmicks.
Yeah.
Like, the Zelda games are probably good examples of them taking it too far. Where it feels more like a tech demo than a game.
And then 3DS, I think everyone will agree, is a weird system.
Yeah,
I mean, it has... how do I put
It just had no innovation.
It has way less games than the DS. It's, like, not even close. In my opinion, at least. Or I guess that's not even an opinion thing.
No, that's objective. It probably has like
1/4?
at least 1/5 of the life, or the library, if not like way less.
Yeah. And then of course after the 3DS there's the Switch, which is like, good lord, they don't have to do anything else. They just, like, we have like... Nice. We have like 30 pre-orders already for Skyward Sword. It's a $60 remake of a game that was $50.
Of a game that people don't even like.
Yeah! It just literally prints money. Like, it's... We already have 30 pre-orders, which means by the time the game comes out, we're gonna have like... What? The heck was that?
I used to speed up just so...
Oh, okay.
We didn't have to watch 15 seconds of that.
I mean, by the time it comes out... I mean, that comes out in July, and it's May. We're gonna have like... by the way, I like how this is set up. You have to use like all 3 of them. Yeah. It's really cool. Anyway, we're gonna have like 60
It's a little monotonous because we have to go back up the entire tower to grab the key and then go back down to this, so it could have been structured better, but otherwise I think it's a good challenge.
And like, once the summer rolls around and like Pokemon Shining Diamond or Pearl or whatever get like release dates and stuff...
Dude, if that game sells like hotcakes, I'm gonna be so disappointed. That game is the most lazy thing imaginable.
So, you know it's gonna sell like hotcakes, right?
I know, I just... I hate it. I hate it, dude. Oh, whoops.
I mean, I'm literally gonna have to order like 250 copies of that game or something like that.
You're saying like 125 each?
Yeah, 125 each. Yeah. Yeah, 250 each would be like... The funny thing is, I forget how many I got for like Pokemon Sword and Shield, but it was a lot. And then like... it ended up being like way not enough. It was like, oh, I want enough to keep us through the holiday season, and it got us through like a couple weeks in November, and I was like, cool.
Right, we have to go back up again to get zombied.
Rip.
It's just, yeah, this is a cool challenge, it's just, there's a lot of repetition.
The crazy thing is, if like we had unlimited money... Oh, wow. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I just need to speed
up. Yeah,
up.
it's the speed up, yeah, but it's still pretty cool. Anyway, if we had unlimited money, we could, like, literally every week, I could order at least a half-dozen new copies of Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, all the games with Mario in it, and we would always sell them. Like, if we had unlimited money to order stuff and unlimited stock. If they were just like, we're gonna send you 6 copies of each Mario game each week for the Switch, we would, like, never have an overstock. Never! And it's crazy.
So we just got the upgraded shoulder bash.
Let's go.
And yeah, this is such an amazing power up.
Dude.
The reason why it disappoints me so much, it's not Nintendo making free money. Because, I mean, Nintendo is a majority shareholder in the Pokemon Company, but they definitely don't have the rights to it. It's just that I hate that the Pokemon Company can get away with anything, because it's just they have this loyal fan base that will buy literally anything.
Oh, yeah.
And it just feels like, even like, during... Like, Nintendo fanboys are obviously extremely dedicated, but even Nintendo fanboys will put their foot down for something like the Wii U.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like Chibi Robo Ziplash or something like that. Wah, wah.
Yeah, I do not want to be this.
I think the only time that Pokemon games don't sell like absolute hotcakes is when they're like a side thing, like Pokemon Conquest or something like that.
Yeah.
But even then, they sell pretty well.
Probably the goodest example of that recently is Pokken.
Yeah.
So you see, with this guy here, you're supposed to become a pancake and then fly all the way down here and enter this little hole. But if you crouch jump, you can just get there.
Oh, nice. Yes. Yes! What does this remind me of? It reminds me of... I want to say Link's Awakening, where you get, like, the stronger... No. Oh, this is, like, the easiest one. No, maybe Link to the Past, where you get the stronger gauntlet. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What, just like progressively powerful?
Yeah, but there's something with like being able to break like tougher blocks.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess that happens a lot.
Something like Ocarina of Time, you can get the silver and gold gauntlets.
Yeah.
All right, so what do I do from now? Okay. All right, so going down to the right. Whatever that means. Hopefully I don't have to do anything in this area. Okay. Oh yeah! So this one's really weird. You just like... There's throw blocks between the keys, but what you actually do is throw blocks in front of the top blocks. Very odd. I guess at this point you are guaranteed to have... I don't understand it. I guess there is the context clue of you should throw them, but not at this. Very odd. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I fly back up to where the gray key is, and then it's close to there. Yeah, this is easily my least favorite stage. It's just so convoluted, and everything is just so weirdly designed. Good old speed up key. Alright, okay, so I jump off to the right while crouching. And hopefully that will work. Please work. I don't think I'm doing this one. I think I meant to do this one. Yeah, buddy. Look how weird this is. So what they want you to do is to go back up all the way to that pancake thing in the top left, and then float all the way down here. No thanks. I don't know what they were thinking with this stage. Alright, some coins would be nice. Nothing. Of course. Bum 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 bum.
Sorry about that, lads. I have kind of a headache, so I took some acetaminophen.
Spencer's a druggie.
Yeah. I just get lots of headaches because my sinuses suck. I know that feel, bro.
Talk about sinuses, my allergies are back to being bad again. I love spring. Although luckily I take this all-day non-drowsy stuff, and it works pretty good. I just gotta remember to take it, because I remember on Sunday I went to work, and I was instantly, like, sneezing into, like, a paper towel every 5 seconds, and I was like, oh god, I have to deal with this for 7 hours. Okay, time to go to the bank of the Wild River, which I think is... no, not that one. What is that one?
Everyone always craps on winter, but let me tell you something. Winter doesn't have bugs, doesn't have mowing the grass, doesn't have, like, sinus stuff. Winter's pretty based.
Yeah, the only bad thing about it is when it snows a lot. As a kid, snow is awesome. As an adult, snow is the worst. Other than that, I guess the only other thing that I don't like is my skin drying out a lot. Which is, again, another... What was that?
What was that?
I did not do that. I did do a save state not that long ago, so...
The computer can't handle the awesomeness of the Game Boy Color.
Dude, and I'm using MGBA, which is like a fantastic emulator. For the longest time I used Visual Boy Advance, but it sucks. Alright. Cool.
Is SNES 9XW still the best SNES one, or is there one that, like, ETFOs it now?
I guess so. It's what I still use. The boomer choice is Z-SNES.
Oh, yeah!
That was made in, like, the 90s or something.
What about, NES, that's like FCEU. Am I remembering that correctly?
I like emulate NES games never, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't blame you. NES.
It's
not
like
my favorite system.
It's like the NES, like the few games that I like, I have physical copies of, so I'm just gonna play it on hardware. It's like the NES to me is like the Mega Man games, Mario,
Castlevania.
I don't even like the Zelda games. I don't like the Metroid game. Bucky O'Hare, Castlevania.
Batman by Sunsoft.
Batman by Sunsoft. Totally Rad.
Totally Rad is totally rad.
It is awesome, man.
Little Samson.
Never played it, but you did an LP on it and it looks awesome. Alright, so... Okay, I actually don't know here yet. Yeah, when you enter an area and there's a blue key, you're like, okay, that's not where I'm supposed to go.
Is there a solid Sega Saturn emulator?
I'm really not sure. I don't think so.
That's a shame. If only I had any Saturn games I wanted to play. Nods at camera.
Looks at fully complete NA collection. Yo, you should, for your next, like, big, like, Game Boy Theater thing, you should do Saturn games A to Z. Or maybe by release date, but I figured that A to Z would be a lot easier.
A to Z would be a lot easier. So that's 260 games. If I did 2 a week, and we did LPs every week...
It'd take more than 2 years. 2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. I guess when we got to the point of, like, some of them would take longer and some would be shorter, it's like, Madden 97. Alright, yep, it's Madden. You know the weirdest thing about the Saturn is only 2 Madden games came out for it? Isn't that just, like, bizarre?
It's probably just one of those things where they released 2 and the sales were so low that they're like, why bother? This is how you get rid of those big gray toads. You have to scare them as a vampire.
Okay.
Very specific. And since you're a vampire, you can't touch water.
But there's, like, 4 hockey games.
I don't know.
Although, Saturn does have the best game ever made, Mike Ditka's Quarterback Attack. Remember that? We did that as a random one. It's the first-person NFL one, where you're like the quarterback, and everything's like FMV, and we couldn't figure out a single thing from it. Like, literally could not figure out how to play that game. You don't remember that?
What game was it?
Quarterback Attack. It's the one where it's a first-person, like, you're the quarterback in first person, and everything's FMV, so, like, the receivers run out, and you have to, like, I guess, like, hit the QTE at the right time, but we, like, literally couldn't figure it out. That's my kind of game.
Yeah, for some reason I don't remember that.
Big rip.
No.
Play the entire game in fastest speed.
Yeah, okay.
What was that? What's the highest speed?
It's probably like running at like 1,000 frames per second. Like, legitimately.
Dude, honestly, doing that for like a grinding thing would be so awesome. Like, if you're just like, I don't know, trying to get like AP and like, I don't know, Final Fantasy or something like that.
Yeah, map,
just hold an A.
So I think this is the first 4th chest we get, which is odd because you don't get the 3rd chest in this stage until a lot later. I don't know.
What, like a Galaga spaceship?
Yeah, I think this is one of the miscellaneous trophy or treasures that you don't actually need.
Okay.
Okay. Hidden. Okay.
Does anyone on this platform, aka YouTube, do you ever watch it probably comes up on your feed, the YouTube Shorts? Does anyone ever watch those? I like dabble in them pretty often because
I would imagine that they're probably like are they the worst thing ever made?
No,
oh really?
The ones that I watch, I like really enjoy. Like, I guess YouTube's algorithm likes me because it'll send me Beavis and Butthead shorts and stuff, and I'm like, cool. And one I saw the other day was just so awesome. Beavis and Butthead were just sitting on the curb, just doing nothing, and what's his name, Mr. Anderson, the neighbor, was like, well, I'll tell you what, boy, you don't about just be sitting right there, right, and just not doing anything and lollygagging. And Butthead goes, can you, like, shut up? And I'm like, God, it's so easy. Like, Mike Judge just found the way to just make the easiest possible humor, and it's perfect. I gotta watch King of the Hill again.
I think I was thinking of, you're talking about, like, YouTube Red or whatever it is, where, like, YouTube guys make their own, like, original content. And it's like...
Oh, no, it's literally, like, any videos that are less than, like, a minute long or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about at first.
Can you, like, shut up? Based. The funny thing about Beavis and Butthead is if you knew them in real life, you would absolutely hate them.
I mean, they'd be absolutely disgusting. I bet being near them would just be the worst.
But it's funny, it's just like reading like retail stories on Reddit when like someone's complaining about some like crazy bad customer and you're like, that's funny. And then you're like, oh yeah, I have to live that life too. Never mind, it's not funny.
That feel.
That feel. That feely feel. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Alright, Alright, gotta try one more thing, otherwise this might be end your part.
Rip! Bros, why is SpongeBob so good? I mean, like the first 100 episodes or whatever. Why did they just get it right, bros?
I mean, it was clearly a show with a very strong vision. And they used up those ideas, and then other writers came onto the scene. And you can't stop SpongeBob. I mean, SpongeBob has literally made Nickelodeon billions of dollars. Like, you just can't stop making it.
Why don't you save state there?
I guess that's true.
I was just thinking about the one where SpongeBob thinks that Mr. Krabs a robot. I'm like, it's just so good. So good, bros.
It's definitely not.
Dun 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 dun.
Let's read this again.
It doesn't look like you should be able to make this jump, but who the heck knows?
Yeah, I think I was just not supposed to break those blocks, which just made it much, much harder.
Isn't there a quick... Oh, okay. That might actually work.
It's stupid. I don't think this is possible.
Oh, you weren't supposed to break the ones going down.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were pretty close when you did the dash attack.
Yeah, it's mostly just dealing with the knockback when you hit a wall. It's gonna be really annoying. I don't even know if this is actually... I don't think this actually leads to anything.
Rip.
It kind of looks like it does. I'm not sure. It's like I'd almost save more time just restarting the entire stage, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I really like this game, obviously. It's still one of my favorite like platformers of all time, but certain stages like this in the Colossal Hole where like it's just a bunch of nonsense, hidden blocks and obtuse platforming puzzles, it sucks.
So once you get down here, don't break anything else.
Alright.
Isn't that literally where you were?
No.
Oh.
There's a body of water to the left. Yeah, it's here where I don't want to break the blocks.
That's awesome.
I just don't understand. It says, hit hidden blocks close to start, ignore door in water. Like, what door in water? I can't see anything.
Wario Land 3, bros, we got too cocky. I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Brossman.
There's probably just some hidden blocks I just, am I supposed to break more? I just didn't notice.
Why do they keep doing it where... It's so annoying. Where, like, it's always, like, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I definitely already went this way. Alright, but maybe, like, over here... No.
Cool.
Because this is what I did last time. You get into this pool and there's nothing here.
Make sure you ignore the door in the water.
Yeah, and you just go back up here, which is exactly where I am. So, yeah, I guess this part's over. How did I figure this out the first time? There's nothing here.
Forgiven us, please, YouTube land.
Yeah, I mean, when you're editing this, just remove this entire part.
Okay. Wait. Or will we? Just kidding, bros. We're back on the men, baby. Uh-huh. Why? Why is this so stupid?
I also don't remember this at all. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Although if there's a door in the water, then I'm doing it right.
Seems like Wario Land 3 is back on the menu, bros.
Okay, here we go. Not black water. Alright, door? Okay.
Ignore it!
Ignore door.